the name Steven Avery has become synonymous with wrongful conviction, legal controversy, and the complexities of the American justice system, captivating public attention with its compelling narrative of injustice and the relentless pursuit of truth. His story, a tragic tale of injustice and a subsequent murder accusation, has captivated the nation, sparking intense debate and raising profound questions about the very foundations of our legal system. Born in 1962 in Manitowoc County, Wisconsin, Steven Avery lived a life marked by hardship. Growing up in a rural environment, he faced challenges in school and struggled to find his place in society. In 1985, his life took a devastating turn when he was wrongly convicted of the sexual assault and attempted murder of Penny Burnson. The evidence against Avery was circumstantial at best, relying heavily on eyewitness testimony from the victim, Penny Burnson, who identified Avery in a photo lineup. However, this identification conflicted with significant discrepancies in Avery's physical appearance compared to the victim's initial description of her attacker, raising questions about the reliability of the evidence presented at trial. The victim, traumatized by the attack, identified him in a photo lineup despite significant discrepancies in his physical appearance. Avery maintained his innocence throughout the trial, but his alibi, supported by numerous witnesses, was dismissed. He was sentenced to 32 years in prison, a sentence that would consume the prime of his life. Avery's conviction, however, was built on a foundation of flawed investigation and potential misconduct. Crucial evidence, such as the victim's initial description of her attacker, which did not match Avery's appearance, was ignored. Furthermore, a potential alternate suspect, Gregory Allan, who bore a striking resemblance to Avery and had a history of violence against women, was never seriously considered. After 18 years of imprisonment, DNA evidence finally exonerated Avery in 2003. The breakthrough came when the Wisconsin Innocence Project revisited his case, meticulously analyzing evidence and identifying DNA that conclusively matched another suspect, Gregory Allan. This dramatic turn of events not only shattered his life, but also exposed serious flaws in the Wisconsin justice system. Avery's wrongful conviction became a rallying cry for criminal justice reform, leading to the enactment of the Criminal Justice Reform Bill, which aimed to prevent future miscarriages of justice. Exonerated and eager to rebuild his life, Avery filed a $36 million lawsuit against Manitowoc County, its sheriff and the district attorney, seeking compensation for the years he had lost. However, this newfound freedom was short-lived. In 2005, photographer Teresa Halbach disappeared after visiting the Avery salvage yard to photograph a vehicle. The discovery of Halbach's vehicle on the Avery property and the presence of his blood inside the vehicle quickly made him the prime suspect. This pivotal evidence, however, has sparked significant controversy. Skeptics question the chain of custody and the possibility of evidence tampering, with Avery's defense alleging that his blood might have been planted to frame him. This assertion has fueled ongoing debates about the case's integrity and raised critical concerns regarding potential misconduct. Teresa Halbach was more than just a victim in this tragic case. She was a vibrant young woman with a passion for life and a talent for capturing the world around her. Born in 1980, Teresa grew up in Wisconsin, cultivating a love for photography from an early age. She possessed a natural talent for capturing the essence of a moment, whether it was the joy of a family gathering, the beauty of the natural world, or the unique personality of a cherished pet. Driven by her passion, Teresa pursued her dreams by establishing her own photography business, Teresa Halbach Photography. Her clients were drawn to her easygoing demeanor and her ability to make them feel comfortable in front of the camera. Teresa had a genuine connection with people and a knack for capturing their true selves in her photographs. On October 31, 2005, Teresa embarked on a routine assignment, photographing a vehicle for sale at the Avery Auto Salvage. This seemingly mundane task would tragically become the last chapter in her life. When Teresa failed to return home, her family and friends grew increasingly concerned. The discovery of her abandoned vehicle on the Avery property sent shockwaves through the community and launched a desperate search for the missing photographer. The ensuing investigation was fraught with controversy. Manitowoc County, the very entity Avery had sued, remained heavily involved, raising concerns about potential bias and a conflict of interest. Despite the transfer of the investigation to the neighboring Calumet County Sheriff's Department, Manitowoc County deputies continued to play a significant role, leading to accusations of evidence tampering and a deliberate attempt to frame Avery. Avery's trial was a media spectacle, with intense public scrutiny and widespread speculation. The prosecution presented a compelling case, linking Avery to Halbach's murder through forensic evidence and circumstantial details. Avery, however, maintained his innocence, claiming the evidence had been planted and that he was once again the victim of a corrupt system. The trial also involved Avery's nephew, Brendan Dassey, who confessed to helping Avery dispose of Halbach's body. Dassey's confession, obtained through highly questionable interrogation tactics, was a key piece of evidence in both his own trial and Avery's. In 2007, Avery was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Dassey was also convicted and sentenced to life in prison. The 2015 Netflix documentary series, Making a Murderer, brought the Avery case back into the national spotlight by exposing perceived flaws in the investigation, highlighting potential misconduct, and sparking widespread public discussion about the integrity of the legal system. The series presented a compelling narrative of police misconduct, prosecutorial overreach, and a potential conspiracy to frame Avery. Making a Murderer ignited a firestorm of public debate, with many viewers expressing outrage at the apparent injustices suffered by Avery and Dassey. The series raised serious questions about the integrity of the justice system and fueled a movement demanding a reevaluation of the case. However, the documentary was criticized for its selective portrayal of events and tendency to present a biased narrative. Critics argued that the series omitted crucial details, misrepresented evidence, and unfairly vilified law enforcement officials. Despite the conviction, Avery and his legal team have tirelessly pursued avenues for appeal and post-conviction relief. They have presented new evidence, argued for ineffective assistance of counsel, and alleged numerous violations of Avery's constitutional rights. These legal battles have been complex and drawn out, with numerous motions, hearings, and appeals filed in both state and federal courts. While some progress has been made, Avery remains incarcerated, and his quest for justice continues. The Avery case remains shrouded in mystery and controversy. Key questions remain unanswered. Was Avery truly guilty of murdering Teresa Halbach, or was he framed? This question has divided the public for years. Forensic experts have debated the validity of the evidence presented, pointing to potential contamination and questionable practices during its collection. Avery's defenders argue that the discovery of his blood in Halbach's car, without corroborating evidence of violence, raises doubts, while critics of his innocence suggest that other circumstantial evidence strengthens the case against him. The lack of clarity keeps this debate alive, with advocates on both sides presenting compelling narratives. Was Brendan Dassey's confession coerced, and did he actually participate in the crime? Did Manitowoc County law enforcement deliberately interfere with the investigation to ensure Avery's conviction? What is the true significance of the newly discovered evidence and the alleged Brady violations? Beyond the legal complexities, the Avery case has had a profound and devastating impact on the lives of those involved. Teresa Halbach, a young woman with a bright future, lost her life tragically. Her family and friends continue to mourn her loss and seek justice for her. Steven Avery, despite his exoneration in the earlier case, has spent a significant portion of his life behind bars. The psychological toll of wrongful imprisonment and the subsequent murder conviction has undoubtedly been immense, as evidenced by Avery's struggles with trust and reintegration into society. Experts have highlighted how prolonged incarceration for crimes one did not commit can lead to chronic anxiety, depression, and a sense of profound betrayal. Avery's case exemplifies these issues, as interviews reveal his difficulties coping with lost time and enduring stigma, even post-exoneration. The Avery case also has a profound impact on the broader criminal justice system. It serves as a stark reminder of the potential for human error, systemic bias, and the importance of ensuring that justice is not only served but also seen to be served. The case of Steven Avery is a complex and multifaceted legal drama that continues to captivate and divide public opinion. It raises fundamental questions about the justice system's integrity, the rights of the accused, and the pursuit of truth. While the legal battles may continue, one thing is certain: the Avery case will continue to be a subject of intense debate and scrutiny for years to come. It serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of the fragility of justice and the importance of constant vigilance in ensuring that all individuals receive a fair and impartial trial. Steven Avery's fight for freedom is far from over. His lawyer, Kathleen Zellner, has tirelessly worked to uncover new evidence and challenge the original conviction. From questioning the reliability of the DNA evidence to pointing out alternative suspects, Zellner has kept the case alive in the public eye. As of now, Avery remains incarcerated. His appeals have been denied repeatedly, but his team continues to push for a new trial. The saga of Steven Avery is a stark reminder of the complexities of the justice system and the devastating consequences of getting it wrong. Steven Avery's story is one of heartbreak, resilience, and unanswered questions. Was he the victim of a corrupt system seeking to cover its tracks? Or did he commit the horrific crimes he's accused of? The truth may never be fully known, but his case has ignited a global conversation about justice, fairness, and the human cost of getting it wrong. Let's not forget the victim, Teresa Halbach. Rest in peace, Teresa, taken from this world way too soon. What do you think? Is Steven Avery guilty or innocent? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that dive deep into the mysteries